So we all have a choice. So there's two choices. When you're up against a challenge, you could do two things. You can either run away, or you could stay, like your fellow student activists and like the dream activists. You could stay and you could decide that you're going to fight for your lives and you're going to work to make it better. You're not going to just talk about it, have a lot of passion and do nothing. So I want to know what's your choice? What are you guys going to do about it? You're going to fight? Okay, so where do you get your power to fight? How are we going to fight? You can't just stand up and say, yeah, I'm going to fight. I'm really good. I'm going to fight. So what are the ways that we can do it? Are we going to fight with weapons? No. Why? I thought, don't they make it better? No, they make it worse. They make it worse? Have you guys seen people in your communities fight with weapons? Yeah? Okay, how about TV ads? Right? Yeah, let's fight. Do you want to fight with TV ads? How many people in here watch all their commercials that come on? So, do you TiVo through your commercials? Because I do. All right. Okay, well, what about these guys? What's a lobbyist? We don't have any. If we did have money, do you think we should hire these people to take our problems in their briefcases to Washington? This is the home of the lobbyists. DC, the home of lobbyists. Okay, so if we're not going to fight with TV ads and weapons, and we're not going to fight with lobbyists, who are we going to fight with? People? Okay. So we realize we're going to fight with people because people are power. So we have this opportunity to organize the people in our communities, to organize our people power. So what is organizing? What does it mean to organize?
Get it together.
Get your shit together? What else? Yeah. Become a leader. Yeah, absolutely. So you're going to become a leader. So in organizing, it's simple. We don't need to overthink it. You're organizing the people who are around you, and you're going to build power so that you can go up against the people who have the power, and you can make them make changes for what you want. That's all organizing is. I thought too much about it when I joined the Obama campaign. I said, I don't know how to do this. I didn't go to school for it. I studied communication. I don't know how to organize people. I don't even know about politics. And I was taught that all I have to do is start talking to people and start organizing them and share my story, and that's all you have to do. But if you decide that you're going to stand up and you're going to organize in this way, right? In what ways are we not organizing? What ways are we not fighting? Not with what? How are we not organizing? Weapons? Lobbyists? Remember, we just talked about this 5 minutes ago? TV ads? Okay. So if we're deciding that we're going to organize with people, we have to learn how to do it. How many people have ever taken a class on organizer and even learned at all about what you're supposed to do to organize? I hadn't. You took a class? What kind of class did you take? The street? Yeah? Well, it's a craft. Like learning to organize is something that we can all practice. Maybe you've done it before, but we've certainly all over our movements, over the course of history, we've learned how to do this. And in fact, the only way that we've ever won in social movements is by organizing people. Go ahead. So if you decide you're going to be part of the groups of people in history that have organized in the same way that we're going to teach you how to organize today. Go ahead. So what did they try to get? Yeah? That was easy, right? No. What about labor movements? What did they try to do? Better working conditions. What else? What did this guy do? What were they working for? For who? For African Americans? Okay. What about the farm workers? Better working conditions? So what did all of these groups have in common? They're nonviolent. Say what? They all stood up and they all fought? Who was the movement built around? People. Okay? And the other thing they have in common is that it all started with one person. Do you think Martin Luther King knew that he was going to be Martin Luther King? No. Do you think he would have been just as effective if he rolled out with an AK-47 and was like, let's do this? No. Or some like lobbyist on his hand who's like, they have briefcases. He's like, all right, let's go fight. No. So the first step is to decide that you're going to stand up and you're going to lead. And as soon as you decide that you're going to lead, you become an organizer. But when you realize that you can't do it alone, you got to have people, right? And so we want to teach you the good ways to be a leader. There's some bad ways, right? Have you ever seen a bad leader? Bad teacher, right? You didn't learn anything after an entire semester because they didn't know how to lead. So I'm going to show you a role play, and we're going to start to talk about what we're going to teach you this weekend. So all it is simple. We're going to teach you, this is how we do it right now, and you might have seen it done in a bad way. And this is how we're going to teach you to try to do it better. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Do you want to see some role players?
Yeah.
All right, let's give them a round of applause. So what does that mean? So that means that this weekend, we're going to learn how to tell our stories. All right? We're going to learn how to build relationships. So their team, once it finally worked in their snowflake model, they had relationship with each other. They knew each other. They had a structure. They knew who was the team leader. Jay? So Jay was the team leader, right? And they had clear roles. You're going to go and you're going to organize the petitions. You're going to go and you're going to recruit people. And everyone knew what they were supposed to be doing. So they had clear structure. So once they built their power with their stories, their relationships, and their structure of their team, then they got together and they thought, well, what should we do? Let's strategize about what we could do. And then what actions can we do that's going to help us meet our goals? And then you saw in the role play what happened. Did it work?
Yes.
It worked?
Yes.
Okay, so we have a choice again. You already chose to be here this morning, right? And you're going to choose to fight with people instead of weapons and TV ads and lobbyists. But are you going to choose to be engaged this weekend, to get back on the bike if you fall off, and to learn all the things that we're going to teach you? Because it's not all going to be fun. We have to engage and spend a lot of time, and it might be tiring. So are you guys going to join me in learning this new way of organizing and joining this craft of changing our communities? Yes? Okay. So let's go learn. Woohoo!
Yay!
Let's learn.
Give it up for Kristen.